Alrighty. I feel like I start every stream like that. Maybe I'll just cut that from the middle and post it to YouTube. Streaming is this weird thing where you talk to yourself for an hour and a half, and you hope people join you, so you can talk to them rather. Okay, so I ran out of ideas this week. There was nothing super interesting that sort of came across my way this week. Nothing that was sort of news that was related to AI this week that I really felt I needed to cover in my stream. I'm not really building anything right now. I'm busy working on a bunch of written work and video work, so I'm not building any content at the moment, any demo plugins at the moment. So I really struggled to figure out what I was going to stream about. But something that I have been wanting to do, I've done it before, and I have been wanting to do it for a while, is kind of look out for new plugins in the repository that add AI capabilities in some way, and just test them out, just check them out. So essentially this is the list. So I'm just looking for all the plugins that are tagged with AI. And I'm just going to randomly pick a few and just see what they do. I actually thought the first one to check out might be this AI agent by SiteGround one, purely because the folks at SiteGround got themselves into a little bit of a spot where they installed this by default on their user sites, and this this led to a bunch of 1-star reviews. So if you want to go read up about that, there's an article out there somewhere. But it's interesting to me because it's similar to other plugins that I've tried out, like Angie from Elementor. It's a sort of a one-stop. Sorry, just turning my phone off here. Sort of a enable a one-stop AI shop on your WordPress site. So I'm actually curious to see how it works and what it does. So I'm going to start by reviewing that. And then if I feel like it's any good, I might just leave it a review. Why not? So what I've done is I have cloned, oh dear, it's still busy working. Dang it. I was in the process of cloning my personal site onto Studio, but that's still busy working. So let's check this out on a demo site that I have set up. Let's go and install the plugin and let's go see what it does. And then hopefully I can install it on the local copy of my own site. So AI agent by SiteGround. Hey Gajendra, always good to see you, man. So let's install that. And let's see what the user experience is like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus primarily on what happens when I install this plugin on my site. I'm not going to read any documentation. I just want to see what happens, what it does, what it makes available to me, and just see. Okay, so the plugin is activated. It doesn't trigger any wizards or anything like that, which is kind of cool, I'll be honest. I am running on 7.1 RC2, so we'll see how it handles on 7.1 RC2. Let me just deactivate this header row plugin from last week. I'm going to delete that for now. Okay, so here I have this AI agent top level menu. The plugin enables an AI agent that will assist you in managing WordPress and WooCommerce by chat. By activating the plugin, you also activate the SiteGround AI connector. Okay. So to activate the plugin, you need to sign up for SiteGround AI Studio service and connect the plugin via a unique token. That's kind of expected. I can start 14 days free. They're probably going to ask for my login. I'm probably not going to get very far with this plugin. Websites hosted on SiteGround will connect automatically. Use your SiteGround AI tokens to run or any connectors framework. Okay, so I need to connect the service. All right, let's see what happens if I go through the service. Okay, I'm gonna log in. I've already logged in apparently. Oh, that's interesting. No, I haven't. It's taken me to this page. Okay, let's go log in there. This doesn't seem to be doing what I wanted to do. But okay, let's log in. I'm going to continue with Google, so I don't have to share passwords and things. I'm just going to use my own Google account. Okay, so I have to sign up first. All right, fair. Okay, start free. That's what I want to do. Okay, guys, really, if I can't even access, if I can't even sign up, okay, this might be Brave being annoying. So let's disable Brave's trackers and things. And let's try this one more time. AI Studio, accept cookies. Yes, I want the AI Studio stuff. How do I get the AI Studio stuff? Stuck in a loop. Okay, well, that's a fail. Can't sign up for the service, therefore can't use the plugin. That's annoying. Maybe connect. Let's see if I can connect. I've got to get a token. Can't get a token because I can't sign up for the studio. Let's see if I can sign up for an account. Do it that way. Let's go sign up. Takes me back here. Guys, jeez. If I can't sign up for your service, I can't use it. Dear, dear, dear. Okay. All right. If anybody from SiteGround is watching, fix that. But I can't test this. So, 1 star. Hey, Aisha Crimson. Welcome. We're trying to log into a service that won't let us log in. So, deactivate the plugin. Delete it. Moving on. Okay, let's move on to the next one in the list. So that was that. I guess they've probably developed that specifically for SiteGround users. But if I can't test it locally, I can't test it. So this AI engine thing is quite interesting. I've seen this plugin for a while now. I've never given it a try, so let's give it a try today. This one has been around for a while now. I think this was one of the first AI plugins on the repository. This was around, I think, before even the core AI team was launched. Let's see if there's a changelog that goes all the way back to. Let's check the changelog. So this one has been around, yeah, since no 26. Okay, so it's not that. No, that's version 3. Okay, I can't go too far back in time, I guess. Let's try the SVN repository. Let's look at the tags. So 001. There's no date on it though. Let's do this. Let's go code. And then This takes forever. Let's have a look at the revision log. Huh. So it looks like it was only added about 9 months ago. So I'm guessing, what if there's a Git repo somewhere? What if the author has a GitHub account we can check out? Yeah, he does. Let's have a look. Okay. Dude loves cats. That's for sure. There's AI engine. Let's see if there's a version release. 502 tags. That's a whole batch of tags. Let's go after 1.1.1. Okay, here we go. So 1.1.1, there we go. It was February 2023. 1.0, February 2023. So it's been around for a while. So let's install this and see what it all does. So I need a site now. Let me see if my site's still busy doing something. Okay, that's busy. That's still busy happening. So we're gonna have to wait for that. So let's go into the demo site and let's add an engine. Okay, let's install it. That's what happens when we activate it. Okay. So again, no wizard. That's cool. But there's the Meow. So there's a dashboard. Okay. Meow apps isn't just a building speech. It's a passion project. Okay. Okay. So it's a whole bunch of. Okay. So there's the AI engine. And then he has a whole bunch. Okay. So it's a whole bunch. So that's interesting. Installing this plugin. So maybe this is interesting. I wonder. Let me have a look here. Okay, so it looks like he has a bunch of plugins, but all of them seem to install this Meow apps top level menu, and then you have the AI engine because this one's installed. So if you install the others, it'll probably do a similar thing. This doesn't look anything like WordPress, which, I mean, I prefer it to look more WordPress-like. This just looks very blue, and I don't like it, but that's personal. But there's AI engine there, so let's go and see what that does. Okay. So boost your WordPress with AI now. Start with our tutorial, and then move to our documentation. Have a look at our ads on. Make sure you read the disclaimer. Okay. So connect to provider. API key. Set one up in the AI environments panel on the right. Okay, so this is using all custom stuff. What if I don't want to use OpenAI? What if I want to use Anthropic? How would I do that? Settings, environments for AI. Maybe there. Settings. No. Settings. Here we go. Okay. Environments for AI. Okay, so it defaults to OpenAI, but you need to create a separate one if you want something else. So if I want Anthropic, okay. Okay. So these are all the models. I wonder if he updates these. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to need to paste my key in here. So I'm going to quickly do that off screen. Because I don't want you all stealing my my API key. Okay. So I'm just going to take this tab off screen for a second, so I can punch my key in. Oh, that's cool. It actually hides the key when you punch it in. So I can actually bring this back. Okay, so do I hit save? Does it automatically save? I guess it automatically saves. Oops, sorry. So let's make Anthropic the default model, and let's make it one of the Opus models. I assume this is connecting now. I don't. Well, the nice thing about the AI connectors in WordPress is that if it can't connect, it actually shows you a message. This doesn't, so I assume it's working. And then there's a chatbot. Okay, I feel like I need to read this tutorial. That's okay, Gajendra. I always take those things off screen, just in case. Environments, general settings, streamings, AI Copilot. Okay, so it looks like. Okay, so it looks like with that enabled, there's just some stuff that happens, I guess. I don't want to register for your newsletter, go away. Okay, just hit the space key. Okay, so I think that means it's enabled. So let's go into a post, for example. And let's just see. Okay, so there's a magic wand there. Okay, so it's definitely doing something. All right. Just delete this image. So I think it said if I hit space. Okay, but so there's this little guy, AI assistant. Okay, cool. All right, so let's on the okay, cool. So there's a little assistant built in. I like the fact that when I open the assistant, it opens up sort of here to the right, and I can still see the full like editor view. That's very cool. It doesn't feel like it would be cool if it kept the admin bar, but I guess that's because the admin bar was only recently added back. Not the end of the world. Okay, let's do this. Let me see if. Okay, it looks like my site's okay. It looks like my site's done. So let's test this out on my site now that I know how this all works. So I'm gonna just keep my API key over there, and let's close down this and that. I feel like we're going to end up testing this plugin for the rest of the time here because I'm curious to see what it does and how it works. Okay, so let's go back here. Vijendra says you could try a cross AI MCP manager. Might be checking this out. I have your your cross AI MCP on my list of something I want to check out in the future stream. So I'll keep an eye on that. I specifically just wanted to go from the top this week of this AI page and just see what was all there. Okay, so let's go plugins. Let's add a plugin. Oh, it broke. Oh dear. Why did it break? Let's try that again. Oh, come on, Studio. Okay, let me just see something here. Okay. So, what was it called? AI engine. Now, what's interesting is that I already have AI stuff installed. I'm going to assume this is still going to work. Let's see. So, AI engine. Okay, so now I need to create this. Settings. Let's add Anthropic. Okay, it refreshes every time you. I don't have my key. Where's my key? Okay. Okay, so it saves every time you save something in a field. All right. And let's change the environment to Anthropic. It's weird how it didn't do that on the other side. Maybe it was just really fast. And let's make the model Opus. All right. So now with that in place, let's go back to posts. And I was busy working on a post yesterday. And I wrote out the post, but I didn't give it a title. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, so there's AI engineer as well. Okay, so let's see if it can suggest me a nice title. The reply sent by the service broker. Now, I'm pretty sure that's happening because I'm not using the right Anthropic API key. So that's where it would have been cool in the settings if it warned me and said, hey, your key doesn't. So let me go back here. And the reason I know this is because I recently changed Anthropic accounts. So I'm going to log into that account off screen and get myself an API key. I feel like I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, I'm in the wrong place. Okay, so I'm going to create a key. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy. I've just created a key that's going to expire today, so I can. Okay, so it would be nice if it could actually check that this key works here at this point. But let's go back to that post. Okay, so let's suggest a title. Okay, it wasn't the key. I wonder if there's some information. No, this isn't working. Let's clear that. Let's open up the console. Let's hit title. Unexpected token. Doc type is not valid JSON. Okay, so it looks like what's being sent is the problem. Let's see if we click this, close this, hit that. Magic wand. Oh, your credit balance is too low. That shouldn't be the case. So it would be nice if this gave me that response. So there's an assumption there that the key is just 100% and working. Okay, I'm going to have to do this. So what I'm doing now is I'm busy creating another key. But it should work. Let's try this again. Oh yes, I need to go into AI engine. Okay, let's go back to posts. Clear this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that is working. All right. So the one thing that I would say is this plugin could do a better job of verifying that the key actually works and returning like the response message from the AI if there's not enough tokens or whatever. I mean, that's a pretty good title based on the topic, the post that I was writing. Let's see what it does for an excerpt. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Let's try again. I didn't like the markdown. I don't like the markdown. That I don't want in my excerpt. So I guess I could click on it and then I could edit it and remove that. So that's maybe something I wouldn't want to keep. But other than that, not bad. Not bad at all. So let's save that draft. I want to go and check out the magic wand over here. I want to see what it gives us. So this gives us title excerpt. Okay. Yeah, I could spend a lot of time now testing this out. I wonder what modules: chatbots, content generators, knowledge bases, MCP. This gives you like a lot of information, and you'd have to spend a lot of time like setting all this up. I do like the fact that it's a usage page, so that's kind of cool. You can see what your usage is. Let's see what the modules are. So you've got the chatbot. You can enable MCP. There's different content creation options. We're interested to see how the MCP stuff works. So let's enable that. And it gives me this. And then what do I do with it? How does it authenticate? Okay, so according to this will just work. So let's see if that's true. Open up Claude Desktop. Oh, there's a tutorial for Claude there. So add custom connector. Okay. So connectors. Rascal. Don't know who you are, E667, but I miss you too, I guess. So it looks like something's changed in Claude. So you can't add custom connectors anymore. Customize connectors, add custom connectors. Let's try that. Connectors. So AI engine, I think you need to update your docs. It looks like Claude doesn't support doing this anymore. Now the browse button doesn't give you the option to add custom connectors either. I didn't see it. This is the bottom here somewhere. So custom. Nope. Looks like Claude has removed this. Okay, so can't do that. Let's try the token auth options. So bearer token section. Okay, so bearer token. Simply do the same step as above. Good grief. Okay, so I can't continue with that because the documentation is out of date. It looks like Claude doesn't support custom connectors anymore. It's probably possible. I wonder if I can add it in Claude Code. MCP add. I think it's just in the command line. You can run. Yeah. Claude add MCP add. Okay, let's try that. So Claude MCP add transport HTTP name URL. Just say Jonathan local. The URL should be this. See if that works. Okay, so let's run Claude Code. Which tools are available on? Just see what it picks up. Oh, I've got to log in. Oh, good grief. Come on. I thought I was already logged in. Get on with it. Yes. 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 I swear this like Claude login is like 30 days or something because I'm sure I was logged into this thing. Okay, let's see what happens here. Let me just make the not yet authenticated. Okay, let me just make this a bit smaller. Is connected but not yet authenticated, so it's only exposing its two auth tools. The server's actual tools want me to kick off the auth flow. Yes, kick off the auth. Okay, so now we have to open up this. So this looks like it actually has its own authentication built in. Okay. So that should be done. Okay. Authentication is complete. Okay. Okay, so we're getting some tools now. So there's get posts, create post, update post, alter post, delete post, post types. Okay. So let's see if we can generate an image for the post. Okay, so let's do this. Let's say, let's go this one. I want to see what happens when I say this. Use the AI engine image generation to create and attach featured image to the post. Didn't spell engine right. What a chop. Okay. No API key. Engine's default engine has no credentials, so it can't cause an image problem. I just added that. OpenAI. Oh, of course I did Anthropic. That's why. So I need a key that. Okay, so now I'm going to have to set up an OpenAI key. So let's do that. I keep forgetting Anthropic doesn't do image generation. Let's go back to AI Gen. Let's go back to OpenAI. Oh, that just takes me back to the settings and it's on MCP server. Anywho, so let's paste that there. Okay, now let's try. Have an API for OpenAI. Let's see if it can handle it now. So while that's doing that, I'm going to quickly look at the things that have been suggested in the chat. So there's a cross AI. ACROSSAI.co. Can't spell. And then somebody suggested, WP Vibe or Vibe WP. So there's that. So maybe I'll check those out next time. This one seems to be specifically MCP server and abilities. And WP Vibe seems to be very similar to the AI engine. So, okay, let's do this. I'm going to run a quick comparison. I'm going to okay. So this has done its thing. Let's see what I created. Vibe WP as well. Good grief. I mean, so much overlap indeed. This is specifically an MCP server, by the looks of it. Well, that's WP5. So this one, I guess. No, it's a VPS thing. Okay, that seems to be a VPS thing, not an AI thing. 5WP. 5WP.com. Oh, there, generate. It's a whole different thing. Oh, good grief. It looks like this one isn't in the repo. I'm looking specifically for plugins that are in the repo, which I think these two are. So let's just have a look here. Let's go WordPress.org plugins across AI. Yeah. It's got an MCP and abilities API. It's kind of separate. And then WP Vibe, I think I saw it had its own, yeah, there. So that's an MCP server. I'm not going to be able to test them all out today. So I'm looking for, let's just see here. I'll stick with these for today. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yes, I wanted to check what the featured image looks like. So let's have a look at this. So the featured image is not too bad. There's actually a dude holding a light bulb, which is kind of what I was trying to get at. Sorry, I just need to check my phone quickly. Hey, bud. Hello. Yeah. Sorry, folks. Let's take a call there. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm getting on for an hour now. And I don't really want to spend too much more than an hour today. So here's what I'm going to do. Next week is the 21st. So here's the idea. I will take Across AI and WP Vibe. And if you have any other ideas, so Iggy or AI Copilot 1 or whatever the case may be, send them to me in the WordPress Slack. And I will set up a test. Something simple. So I'm thinking I'll take a post that I've written and I'll get it to create the title, the excerpt, and the image. And we'll see which one does the better job. So it'll kind of like a showdown between the options. So I'll take a post, I'll write up a short post, and then I'll get it to do those three things. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at things like how easy it is to get set up, and how well it does what it needs to do. So that'll be the goal for next week. Now that's given me some ideas. Everybody sent me some cool suggestions. So I'll do AI Engine, Across AI, WP Vibe. If you have any other ideas, send them to me in the WordPress Slack, and I'll set that up for next week. I think that'll be fun, a fun thing. And then I'll, in the meantime, I'll kind of prepare like a good test bed and some like points that I want to look out for. I don't want to do that now because it's going to take me a while to get everything set up, and I really don't want to stream for more than an hour today because I've got a whole bunch of stuff I need to get done. So thanks everybody for joining. Thank you for all for your ideas and your suggestions. And I look forward to doing this kind of AI plugin. I'm ideally looking for something that's like a one-shot install. I noticed that across AI, I've got to install possibly 2 different plugins, but we'll see. Maybe the abilities manager is just it just gives them a visibility and control. So maybe I can get away with just the MCP manager. Yeah, that should work. Cool. Well, thanks everybody for joining and sharing your ideas there. And next week we'll do the show off and we'll see which one ends up being the best one. Anyway, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you all next week. Bye.